Happy Father's Day. Welcome to the BigZopodcast. I am he is me. Welcome to the third episode, Father's Day weekend. Fathers, we out here. We're essential to these families and to these kids' lives, So happy Father's Day, man, to all the hardcore fathers out there who take pride in it every day, 24/7. Even the weekend dads, man, something is better than nothing, man. You making the best of your situations and your circumstances. It all can't end, in a big happy ending. So you make the best of what you got going on. So shout out to all the fathers, man, out there doing their part and trying to make the best out of whatever the situation may be. And even the deadbeats, man, it ain't too late. If you feel like you slacking, you slacking. It's not too late. Get in them kids' lives, man. One thing about kids, man, the love is unconditional to a certain age. Once they get to a certain age, then it might change. But if they young, get in them kids' lives, man. It's never too late. They're gonna love you regardless. It's just about being there. So, I was gonna say something else about the lacking fathers out there, but I'm just gonna keep it positive. We need positive energy right now. So it ain't about judging or trying to put down or criticizing or trying to just, shaming. So, but just if you feel like, if you lacking, hey, it's never too late, man. Fix whatever the situation is between you and the mom and get in that kid life. Or if it's not a situation, just get in that kid life. So it's never too late, man. Do your part. Like I said, man, shout out to the fathers out there. It's just a beautiful thing, man. I've been celebrating Father's Day for 10 years now, and I've enjoyed them all. I think the first one was the most important one, the most emotional one, and I'm gonna be honest with you. This one right here, man, that's coming up, that's here. I think this one is hitting a little different as well. Just given the current climate of what's going on in this country, this one is it's a little bit more touching. I'm holding this one a little bit more close because what's going on has always been going on, but it seems like it's amplified. It's been amped up. So this one is a little bit more touching, man. So for me to see another my 11th Father's Day, it will be this one is special. It's a little bit more special because with what's going on, man, you tend to, your mind be all over the place. I'm not gonna lie and be honest with you. Your mind be all over the place, and when you see things happening, you can't help but put yourself in that situation or put your kid in that situation, because it could very well be one of us or one of our own, and you never want to be in that situation. You never want to go through those things, but that's a harsh reality in which we're living in due to the evil that's in the world. So I know I hold mine close, man. I don't take no day for granted. Try to make every day count, because you never know. So, with that being said, they ain't never gonna find a picture of me online, looking suspicious or just not in the right light. All you're gonna be able to find on me is me hugging my boy. So this one is a little bit more touching, and it's a little bit more challenging, because at the same time you want to be thankful and appreciative to be able to go through these holidays with your family or whatever. But at the same time, man, you can't help but feel pain and compassion towards those who are suffering at the moment during these times. You know, we lost a lot of fathers. We're losing a lot of fathers. And so it's just hard to kind of focus on you and what you got going on when you see other people being impacted. And I think one of the dope things about being black is we don't have to know each other personally. We know the history of us. We know the majority of our stories typically come from the same background or from the same environment. So there is this instilled sympathy within us because we understand. We understand because either we was once like that, we're currently like that, and we just know, or we know someone like that. So we know. But no parent wants to bury their child. No parent wants to go before their child. I mean, no parent wants their child to go before them. I'm sorry. So it's hard. It's hard and it's emotional, man. I think I may have cried like 3 times this year alone. And you may be like, only 3? Well, yeah, I ain't cried since Carlton OD'd on them speed pills that he got out of Will Smith locker on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But again, man, happy Father's Day to the fathers out there, man. First timers and lifers, happy Father's Day. And make the best of these moments. Hold them close. I think I'm averaging about 10 hugs and 10 kisses a day on my son. I don't care if he like it or not. This is what I'm delivering. But, so that being said, we're going to get off into a few things, man. Hopefully I can stay on course. Last time I tried it didn't go so good. I was experimenting. It did not work. So if let's stick with the Father's Day. I'm gonna transition to love. Yo, love your people, man. Love your people. Bury the hatchets, if possible. Some things you can't come back from, or you don't want to come back from, and that's fine, and it's understandable because nobody knows what a person is going through. So you can't tell me how to handle my hurt. But if you can manage your hurt and it seems like it's salvageable, please do. Please do. Because we need each other more than ever. We need each other. We need the support system to be as strong and as solid as possible because the line has been drawn. And they're making it very obvious what the agenda is and who they care about and who they don't care about. So we need us to be solid and willing to agree to disagree without turning our backs on each other. We don't have to agree on everything, but we could still disagree respectfully. Everything doesn't have to end in beef and turmoil and tension. It doesn't have to end like that. We can disagree. We don't have to agree on everything, man, and still have love for one another. So it's getting crazy out here. It's been crazy out here, but it's getting crazier. So it's just frustrating because it's like with the police. a lot of policemen have been resigning because their departments or the city or whatever is basically applying pressure to them to handle situations correctly, not to murder. And it's like you're resigning from your job because basically they're telling you stop killing unarmed black men. And y'all like, well, I ain't doing that. So here, you might well take this badge and gun, partner. Because if I can't just choke somebody and put my knee on somebody's neck for no reason for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, then I don't want to serve. And that's fine. Go away, chump. Go away. Go away. You won't be missed. But that's basically what it is. You're resigning because you can't have the freedom to determine who lives or dies. And we know who you think should live, and we know who you think should die. We see the video all the time. Y'all pick and choose when y'all life is being threatened. When y'all feel y'all life is being threatened, y'all pick and choose. I just seen a video the other day where white boy was butt naked fighting the police and putting hands on them. And they just trying to wrestle with the dude and tangle with him. And he actually got away and took off running. No shot was fired. No taser was released. And he took off running and got away, butt naked. So y'all pick and choose, man. When y'all feel like y'all life is being threatened, and I don't understand how you feel like your life is being threatened, and you the one with the badge, the gun, the armor, and your backup gang buddies. How do you feel your life isn't threatened when you outnumber the person you feel like you're being threatened by, who happens to be unarmed? But I said I wasn't going to get off course, and I immediately got off course. But that shit had to be said, man. It's just awful. It's just awful, man. So just rest in peace, man, to those who just in the last 3 months alone, what we have witnessed. So rest in peace to those victims, man, those victims' family. What we have witnessed and what we have not seen. I'm sure that's just a small percentage. And we're trying to get it together, man, and it came out the gate strong. And I'm seeing a lot of white people, man, really going to bat. And that's dope. And that's dope because that's what we need. That's what we need. We need all the help and the support we can get. And that's really dope. That's really dope. You know, I got some friends, man, who going to bat. And they hitting me up, telling me how their family done turn their back on them and how they aunties and uncles and their cousins or, you know, trying to tell them that they're wrong for saying what they're saying and all that. Hey, you know what? You don't need them. You don't need them. You don't need nobody around you who cannot think rationally and see wrong when it's blatantly wrong. But shout out to y'all for withstanding the test of time and risking losing family members and friends for the sake of equality and just what is right. It's just amazing. You know, I said I was going to stop even trying to debate and explain what's going on to people, man, because y'all not stupid. Y'all know what's up. It's that y'all don't want to learn. Not even that y'all don't want to learn because y'all know. It's just we tend to not care about things that has no impact on us directly. And I've been guilty of that with certain things where I see something happen or something be going on and I'm like, man, I don't care about that. But not when it comes to murder. And then we got, we trying to do something. We making moves out here. We making, little improvements. We trying to get it, but we ain't hit the home run yet. So we got a lot of little singles, a lot of little doubles, but we looking for the home run. We're looking for that justice system to be reformed. We're looking for the police system to be reformed. All that all that money that's being donated to all these causes, hey yo, let's put it in our communities, into our education system. Let's upgrade these education systems, man, so we can catch up with these richer neighborhoods. Let's start funneling some of that money into our communities, man. Where that money going? But we making we making a little progress. We making a little progress. But at the same time, everybody not on board, man. I'm gonna tell you what. It annoys my sack to no end when I see black black people trying to justify or try to straddle the fence about what's going on because they don't want to, make their white colleagues uncomfortable or jeopardize business ventures, down the future. And it annoys me, man. It's like it's it boggles my mind. It boggles my mind. Yeah, we all got families to feed. We all got to pay bills and all of that. But at what cost though? At what cost do you continue to put up with stuff or overlook things, or like I said, straddle the fence and not really call a spade a spade? You got cats like what's my man name? Terry Crews said he tweeted, trying to achieve equality without white people is black supremacy. Come on, bruh. Black supremacy. Just just sit this one out, dog. Sit this one out. It ain't you ain't where it's at. Sit this one out. And you got some other clowns, man, talking that stuff, man. But I just ignore them, man. I don't give it no shine. I don't give it no shine. I saw that tweet because it was like all over IG, and I thought it was hilarious to me that he said black supremacy. That's funny. Wanting to be equal and treated fairly and not murdered unjustly is not black supremacy, bruh. But again, you do you. We know your situation. We know your lifestyle. But yo, that's it's many more like them. But we don't need them. We don't need them. We scoot them to the side and we keep rolling. We put them in a corner and we keep it popping. So, but anywho, man, let's move on to some positivity. So, King James, LeBron James, has a documentary about the Tulsa, Oklahoma bombing coming out. Hopefully, real soon, man. Whenever he tends to get it right, whenever he get these projects going. So I'm looking forward to that. I mean, we pretty much know the gist of it, but I would like to get into more uh, depth, more details about what was going on. It was happened 99 years ago, where the police, the government, whatever, bombed this very lucrative black neighborhood. I mean, it was self-made. Black doctors, black lawyers, dentists, uh, mom and pop shops had everything. Had the stockbrokers, everything was thriving. Didn't have to leave that community for nothing because it had everything you needed and everything that you wanted. And they basically just took them out. They took them out. They took them out like they always do. Check the history. And then the Orange Clown decided to have his first Klan rally um, in Tulsa, where it happened at. So that says a lot. That's not a coincidence. That says a lot. But I can't wait to see this documentary, man. He tends to get it right. He tends to get it right. So looking forward to seeing that. But uh just a quick PSA real quick while it's on my mind, just dawned on me. Fellas, this is for the fellas. This is for the fellas only. Yo, when you trying to uh holler at a woman, you trying to get at her, trying to make plans or do whatever. And she hit you with we'll see or soon or let me check on it. Forget about it, brother. It's not gonna happen. It's never going to happen because soon never gonna come. She ain't never gonna check on it, and she's never gonna see. Those three phrases, yo, you have been friend zone, my friend, or she's just not interested. So you can on to the next one, on to the next one, because they know, they know. So she go, yo, we'll see. She ain't gonna see. I promise you, she's not gonna see. Weeks are gonna go by before she see. So soon never gonna come, dog. Soon it's never gonna come. You better off just counting your losses, packing up, getting out of Dodge. So move on. Find somebody else to date. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth the. You deserve better, King. But what is the worst date that you have been on? Like, was just awful to where you was like, nah, this is the first and the last. I know for me, I took a young lady to the movies one time, and she talked like the entire time from the moment she got in the car, on the way to the movie theater, during the movie, after the movie, on the way to the car, on the way back to her car. And then when we pulled up, I kid you not, then we pulled up to her car. She said, "So tell me a little bit about you." I was like, "Ain't nothing to tell." And that was the last of that. It was just awful. It was what movie was it? Oh, it was a Swordfish with John Travolta and Halle Berry. She talked through Halle Berry's topless scene, yo. Like I couldn't even focus on what I was being blessed with, because she talked through the whole scene. That's how I knew this was not gonna go anywhere. But yeah, so what's the worst date that you've been on? And also, uh, if you're nah, I'm not gonna. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. Hold on. Yo, that tea from Chick-fil-A is fire. I'm just wrapping up the last of it though. Then I'm done. But I was having a discussion with a partner of mine, and he was saying that his girl was getting on him because he was leaving like comments. He would comment under like a woman's post. Not even flirty. Not even flirty. It'd just be like a comment, a regular comment. Whatever they was posting about, he would comment and it would be an issue. And my thing was, and he was saying, he was trying to explain to it's just social media. It don't mean nothing. I don't be doing nothing crazy and wild on her. But she was just saying, how it make it look when you comment up under another chick's post. And I was wondering, like, like why is it that serious? If it's nothing, like a heinous act, somebody shooting that shot, like why is it that serious? To If you leave a comment, it's an issue. Like why you just can't be engaging without it being an issue? And I'm not saying women why y'all tripping, because dudes trip too. I'm just saying in general, why is it an issue on both sides? Because I know cats who get in their feelings too when they say something. So I don't understand why it's an issue. Like if you're not shooting your shot or being disrespectful, I don't think it should be an issue. It's just like making a general statement or general comment. But it's I think even a compliment can be taken the wrong way. Like a compliment doesn't necessarily mean a flirt. Now I will say a compliment is a is part of the recipe for flirting. A compliment is an ingredient for flirting. It depends on. I think the flirting comes in when you add other things to the pot. Like a compliment to me is just a compliment. You could tell somebody, "Hey, you look nice today," or "Nice shoes," or "I like your lipstick," or "Hey, I like your haircut." You can do that. That should be fine. Now that's just an ingredient to flirting. Now, what follows after that, to me, determines what the flirt is. So, if you just say or leave a comment like, I don't know, beautiful, or that's nice, or you look gorgeous, or you look handsome, nice beard. I don't think nothing wrong with that. Now, when you get down to the specifics and you start complimenting things specifically, then that can be a little shaky. Like don't go into detail. Keep the compliment general. Keep it broad. Hey, I see you. Thought them little generic them little generic compliments. Oh, I see you today. You clean. Look at you. Those are safe compliments. But everybody views social media differently. Everybody views it differently. And uh if you find yourself spending majority of your time, man, on social media, I will greatly advise you to find another device because it can be time consuming. It could trip you up. It could be a distraction. I know it could be a distraction. It can keep you from doing what it is you need to do. Like how many times you had something to do and you're like, hold on, let me respond to this such and such real quick. Or let me check something out. And then you look up, it's 45 minutes later. Now you're running late. But it's about balance. You need balance. Gotta have that balance. And I have a question for the ladies. Yo, this is a I don't want to call it a hypothetical, but this is a yeah, we'll call it a hypothetical. So let's say you had the opportunity to uh be married or be in a relationship and happy for the rest of your life, or be single, or be single, but in order to have this happiness and everything that you wanted for the rest of your life, you had to propose to the guy. Could you do it? Or would you rather just be single? That is that's a test of pride. There's a lot of women I heard feel like, nah, we don't chase no men. And I agree 100%. I don't think, you should chase. I mean, but you can lay out you know, some traps. Not traps. You can lay down some scents so he can smell it and get to chasing you. But anyway, would you rather be single or would you rather have this opportunity at happiness and your man, your soulmate, not soulmate, I don't believe in soulmates, your man and all of that, but you have to propose to him? I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to make that a poll. Yeah, let me put that out there. I'm gonna make that a poll. But I don't, so that's a tough one. That's a tough one. So I guess it's how bad you want it. How bad you want it. And transitioning. Hey, yo, I was having a discussion about was watching something on TV, and the subject came up about hmm, soulmates. It's about soulmates, and I don't I don't necessarily believe in like soulmates. There's this particular person that is just for you. I think you have to make it work because whoever you wind up with, you could just say, "Hey, this is my soulmate." But then guess what? Something could happen. Y'all fall out, fall apart, and then what? It's over. So, what's your soulmate? So it's a lot of little names or phrases that I really don't agree with. Like soulmate is not one of them. I think you meet somebody, y'all hit it off, y'all start dating, then y'all make it work, and y'all work together throughout life and make it work. I don't think it necessarily means it's soulmates that y'all meant to be. It's y'all working it out, y'all making it work. Because the minute something goes wrong, then all that soulmate talk goes out the window, and it's like, where's the where's the everything that goes with being so called soulmates to make sure that this works? We talk about trust a lot, and people think that they really do have that they don't have trust issues. I think we all have trust issues to a certain degree. I don't think nobody is 100% uh, secure because to me, uh, trust is when trust should kick in when things look a certain way, look kind of iffy, suspicious, or when there is a little turbulence in this flight that you call a relationship. Because it's easy to trust your person that you're with when things are going good and nothing is happening. When your routine is not being disrupted. It's easy to trust. It's easy to say you trust someone then. Like, so what do you do? Where's the trust when something looks a little off, or maybe somebody's behavior changes a little bit? To me, that's when the trust kicks in. When you could see something or hear something about your person and be like, nah, I know for a fact that that's not true. I trust them. But the minute something seems off, we get right into our suspicious bag and start questioning and start doing research and start digging and start doing all that. Why? Because the trust ain't as strong as you think. And it ain't about being naive. It ain't about being gullible. It ain't about being a fool. I know what those things are. I'm not saying being taken advantage of, but I'm saying when it looks off, do you immediately go to the suspicion bag or do you give them the benefit of the doubt first? The whole innocent until proven guilty thing. Or do you just go right off the cuff and be like, yo, you foul and you don't trust them and you start doing all this other stuff? To me, that's trust and that's love. It's easy to love you when you're not getting on my nerves or I'm not irritating you. That's easy. But what about when I'm going through something and I'm unbearable to be around? Like, can you hang in there? You know, what about when the person is not themselves because whatever it may be. You know, everybody have their own individual things that they going on in their lives. So what happens when that person is going through and it's kind of knocking off what you have going on? Can you hang in there? Because it's easy to walk away. It's very easy to walk away, especially if you don't have any real involvement, any real investment or nothing going on together. It's easy. So I think a lot of times, man, we overuse these words: trust, love. I think those two words be overly used because we don't really understand the real meaning. And I'm not talking about letting somebody abuse you. I'm just talking about just a basic relationship where it gets a little rough. I can't stand you. You can't stand me. Everything you doing lately annoys me, and everything I'm doing lately sets you off. But we're not really doing anything to you. It's just something is going on where we're not at our best or in the best space. Then what do? You know, the the sex the sex right now is not enough. Because a lot of people in relationships because the sex is fire. But what happens when that fire flickers out a little bit and now it's time to sit down and actually get to know the essence of the person that you're dealing with? It's time to peel back those layers. Then where's the love? Because bomb sex can be really like mirrors and smoke screens. Can cover up a lot of stuff. So what do you do when that smoke clears? Can you hang in there? So that's just something that I was wanting to put out there that I was thinking about, man, because that's a tough one. That's a tough one. And I'm not saying that I'm that guy because I'm sure I struggle with it too. But we tend to think that we got it together, and then when something happens, it's like it exposes us, and we realize, hey, we don't. So we need to constantly, man, kind of just work on improving who we are daily, not just with the physical, but with the mental and emotional side as well. Because we all have something that we go through and deal with. But I tell you what, man, being quarantined in these last few months, I think I have watched every single thing that interests me on Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime. I watched all my old sitcoms. I watched all the little movies, all my little documentaries. I just saw Dave Chappelle's. You know what? I don't even want to call that a stand-up special, bro. I'm gonna call that a class. His 846, which is titled 846 because of that's how long that murderer cop had his knee on the neck of George Floyd. So I don't even want to call that a stand-up special, man, because that was like a class. Yeah, it was, it was, it was, it was brilliant. And let me just say, man, Dave Chappelle is probably the last of a dying breed, man. Like, that's a dude who knows who he is. He's comfortable with it, and he's unapologetic because he know that he's going to be all right. And he cool with that. He don't care about losing job opportunities. He don't care about ruining friendships. He don't care about any of that. He's not going to straddle the fence. He's not going to play the safe side. He's not going to be politically correct. He's going to speak his mind, and he's going to be unapologetic about it. And I love that. And if you watch that 846, that's what he's giving you. 30 minutes of food for your soul. Some of it tastes good. Some of it was nasty. But guess what? You needed it. It was nourishing. And I love that about him, man. I can't stand when people act like they can't pick a side, or they try to play this political game because they don't want to ruin their relationships. They don't want to lose a possible movie role or a business venture or their status or what they are in Hollywood, so they tend not to speak passionately about something that impacts their people. So they try to play this, we all need to do better. Yeah, we all need to do better, but that ain't what we were talking about right now. Right now is one particular group that's not doing good. We're speaking to them. We're not speaking to everybody. We're speaking to a certain group of people. And when you straddle that fence, man, it says a lot about who you are. And again, I get it. You got bills, you got mouths to feed. But you're not wanting for anything anytime soon. Like, I can't stand when celebrities do that, man. Dave Chappelle's a real one. He got up there and he said what he said. And he always do that. If you watch his last 3 specials, hell, you can watch all his specials. But the last couple that are on Netflix, he been giving it to you. And you can't, this whole cancel culture, hey, there's no cancel culture, man. If your core people rock with you, they rock with you. You're going to always be all right. You're going to always be all right because your core is going to continue to support you no matter what. And a lot of these cats have a core, but yet they still, or that you could tell that they're still not free. Dave is free. Dave is free. We look at him because he walked away from 50 mil from Comedy Central, but guess what? That's probably the best decision, the most liberating decision he's probably ever made in his life. I can't speak for him. I'm just on the outside looking in from a telescope because I'm so far away. But that's probably one of the best decisions he's ever made. When he did that, he showed Hollywood and the world that, you can't control me, or money doesn't define me. So mentally and emotionally, he's free. He can get on stage and say what he gonna say, and guess what? We're gonna laugh at it. We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna take it in. We're gonna appreciate it. We're gonna examine it, and we're gonna get this man his props for speaking how 98% of us would like to speak, but we can't because we are too afraid of losing business ventures or roles or gigs or partners or endorsement deals or whatever the case may be. He gives it to you uncut, man. And I love that about him. Him, D.L. Hewley, those 2 cats, they give it to you. They give it to you. They give it to you. And we just need more of that. I mean, we need more of that. Like, I thoroughly, I don't even want to say I enjoyed it because it was a teachable moment for everybody. It was almost as if we were standing behind him and he was speaking for us to the world. And we were nodding in agreement. Yep. Yep. That's right. Dude is cold, man. He cold. He cold. Like, I'm a Chappelle groupie. I don't care. I admit it. I love that cat. And it was just dope. It was just dope. And it was entertaining. It was informative. It had, funny. But yo, he gave it to you. He gave it to you. And I would love to see more of that. I would love to see more of that. Like, I love when a person that is in a certain field comes out of that field and gets busy. And to be honest with you, it ain't even coming out of your field, out of your box, because it's all entwined. It's all related. They tend to wanna tell you to what the little ugly chick tell LeBron shut up and dribble. They tend to want you to just stick to what they think that it is that you know. When it's all hand in hand. Politics and entertainment goes hand in hand. It's been like that since forever. People don't get jobs because of politics. So it goes hand in hand. So telling people to stick to jokes or just stick to sports or just stick to music or just stick to acting, you sound dumb. You sound really dumb because it all goes hand in hand. And just because I can shoot this ball don't mean I don't have thoughts and opinions about what's going on and that's negatively impacting my people. Or because I could tell these jokes. Or I could play this role. Like, you got to be a fool to think that a person's job defines who they are. Or that's the only element to them. You got to be a fool. An idiot is what you are. And it was just amazing to watch, man. It's amazing to watch. I every time he gets on stage, I love it, and I look forward to it, and I'm glued to the TV. And sometimes I don't even laugh because I just be so in awe just watching how he deliver his opinions. I can't even call them jokes. It's just he say some stuff that we find funny. I wouldn't even say they jokes. Dude is a genius. Dude is a comedic genius. It's like, I don't know. The way he give it up, man. Cass ain't giving it up like that. The way he make you think. Like, you don't see too many guys who can be clever and funny. It's normally like overkill, but he gives you that perfect balance. And it was dope. I watched it like 3 times. And it was dope. And it wasn't for show. It wasn't for clout. The passion in which he was speaking. It was just dope to see. Something we needed to hear. Something that was needed to be said. So I definitely think everybody should check it out. 846. I saw it on YouTube. I don't know if it's on any other. I can't even tell you where it's at. It may be on Netflix. I'm not sure, but I seen it on YouTube. It's like 30 minutes long. But shout out to him, man, for giving us what we need and for being authentic and genuine and not compromising who he is as a man, as a father, as a comedian, and giving us what we need. And the 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 dope part about it is he's in a interracial marriage, and he still gives it up like it's supposed to be given up. He's not playing both sides of the fence or trying to cater to other racist feelings and trying to make sure that they are right, that they're comfortable, like a Terry Crews. It ain't about being. It's not about your comfort. This is the time you should be uncomfortable. Like I don't want to. I shouldn't have to walk on eggshells about unarmed black men being murdered because it may make you feel uncomfortable. This is the time to be uncomfortable. And if it's uncomfortable for you, then you should do something about it. But we need more like them, man. We need more like them. We need more like, and it's a few. It's a few out there. I'm not saying everybody. It's a few out there giving it up. That's using their platform, to get busy on them. So, but his just really, really, really stood out. Like he's extraordinary. His just stood out. But we in this thing together, man. Hey, I got a question. Let me move this thing along. I got a question for the cheaters out there. If your side piece died, would you go to the funeral? That's it. That's it. Would you go? Would you would you go and pay your disrespects? But ponder on that and get back with your boy. But I'm gonna get ready and wrap this thing up, man. I got some shit I gotta do today. But like I said, man, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. Stay safe, hug your kids, spend time with them. Yo, if you ain't been the best dude, if you ain't been the most involved, it's not too late. Get in there. Get in there. Cause hey, real quick, I'm burning this pineapple mango. Let me see what this thing is. Yeah, it's pineapple mango candle, man. I got from Salt and Scents. It was ran by my home girl. Yo, it got it smelling real sexy in here. Like, I'm feeling sexy. You know what I mean? I'm feeling like I'll be sure on the night and day video. But it got it smelling real sexy in here. But like I was saying, man, if you're not involved as much as you like to be, man, or as you could be, we can all be doing better. Do better. Do better. Don't just take this day as a day of acknowledgement. Start today and get into the kids' lives, man, because the kids are affected the most by everything that goes on, man, between the parents and in society, bruh. So kids, fathers need to be around more than ever. More than ever. Get involved. Get involved. And ladies, I know all situations are different. All situations are different. But if that man if he hurt you and you're using the kids as punishment, don't stop it. And he's trying to be involved, let that man be involved. Don't punish him. Don't use the kids to hurt him. Let that man be involved. If that's the situation. I'm not saying that's the situation for everything. But if that's the situation, let that man be involved. And fellas, if they're not keeping you from your child, then you just choosing to not be involved, then shame on you. But get involved, man. These kids need you. These kids need you. Like I said, I've been going through it for I've been I've been in it for 10. And I can't imagine, man, not having access to my dude 24/7. No way. No way. And I damn sure ain't gonna let no other dude raise him. You hear me? Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. But, you know, it is what it is. But get involved, man. Get involved. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go and get to this day. Give me some rest. Actually, I'm lying, man. I'm finna play The Last of Us 2. Yo, that game is amazing. I'm not even like a I'm not even like one of them guys who take like video gaming like real seriously. You got people who love it and they do it all day every day. That's their thing. Like I'm not even that guy. I just do it for like fun and like leisure. I don't take it serious. I understand it's just a game. But you got people who be, it's their passion. That's not me. But let me just say that game is dope. That game is dope. Now I was reading a lot of stuff. People was disappointed about it and talking about, I saw a lot of little conspiracy theorists talking about the agenda behind the game and what they were doing. Maybe my conspiracy theory bag ain't deep enough, but right now I'm just enjoying it and playing it. It's a dope game. But anyway, man, that was a little sidebar. But like I said, man, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I was actually gonna try to have my son on this episode, but we was up late partying and he's sleeping in. What 10-year-old sleeps butt naked? Mine does. That's who. But I was gonna have him on and have him to ask me some questions. I was gonna ask him some things, man, but he's sleeping in and I didn't want him breathing that morning breath on my mic. So I'll get him next time. But with that being said, I love him. And until then, y'all stay up, stay low, keep firing, man. And remember, man, Black Lives Matter. Peace.